social media strategist for the LSU Ag Center. And we have a very, very special team on today, Farm to School Program team with the LSU Ag Center. And we have 3 different people on today. We have Johanna down below me. We have, oh, wrong way, Alessandro next to me, and Sydney's diagonal from me. I don't know how there we go. So anyways, they're all extension associates for the Farm to School program. And I brought them on today because they're really helping connect farmers to consumers and wholesalers. And they've done this before COVID-19, obviously, but during COVID-19, they've adapted their ways. And so I wanted to have them on to kind of talk to y'all about what they do, with the Farm to School program and what they're doing now to adapt for COVID. So if y'all want to talk about Farm to School a little bit, go for it.
Yeah, thanks, Anna, so much for having us on.
Yeah.
So the main mission of Farm to School is to connect schools with local foods. So we work as a hub to connect growers, get them ready to sell to schools, and to work with buyers at the school to teach them how to buy local. So that kind of brings up, how are we functioning right now if we're farm to school, but either schools are out or children aren't there? So right now we've really turned over how we're functioning to still connect students with local food as well as consumers in general. Johanna, is there anything you want to add?
Sure, I can just add our 3 kind of main topics that we cover normally are the school gardens, the procurement of food from farms into our local schools, and then also education. So in a normal world, that is our main activities. And during COVID, we have kind of adapted that and changed what we're able to address now.
Okay.
We'll go over our full resources later, but we do have lots of resources in all 3 of those areas for school gardens, for education, and for procurement.
Y'all are already getting really positive comments over here from Mark Wilson. He said, "Woo, Farm to School!" And Crystal said, "A good way to give back to local farmers." So y'all are doing a lot of great work, and I'm gonna have Alessandro speak first on the Market Maker program. So I'm gonna hide y'all for now and then bring y'all back. Great. Let's see. All right, Alessandro. So can you talk to us about Market Maker, like what the program is and how it's adapted during COVID?
Yes. First off, thank you so much for having us on and giving me a platform to actually talk about it. And I guess what would be best is if I share my screen. So give me just 1 second and I will do this. And you should be able to see it now.
Let's see. Is that one? No, that's me.
Well, if you get rid of my face, then, I should be able to show you this.
There we go.
Like to. At the beginning, especially, we saw a lot of local grocery stores. They were still open, but a lot of items were suddenly missing from the shelves. And if you're looking for local products, you can find them using Market Maker. It's, if you will, like Facebook. On Facebook, you have a profile about you as your person. On Market Maker, however, you have a profile about your farm. And you are therefore able to be found by your next customer. And I can show you how a normal average customer like me, I'm, for example, looking for strawberries, local Louisiana strawberries. And then I can click here on the top side of the website and I can click search. And once I have done this, it will load a map. And this map is statewide. So I can, for example, then use this interface to look for that specific product. And my internet is rather slow. I guess we will give it just a second. There we are. And if I then type into the top here, for example, strawberries, and it will display all the strawberry growers it knows are in Louisiana. And let's give it just a second to load. And you can view it either via the map or you can view it as a list. And now if you go on this list, you have a list of farms you can get strawberries from. And what makes it really interesting, if we then, for example, select this farm right here and click on it, the profile opens up. And as you can see, the farm I just chose is Fletcher Farms. All the information that you as a customer need in order to buy or make a buying decision is right here. You have an email address, you have a phone number, you have a physical address you can visit. It's mapped out. In case your farmer is in a little bit of a rural area and you just cannot find it on that dirt road, not an issue. Here it is. And this farmer, for example, even gave his website here. And they have a little bit of an about them, some more, some less. But the important point is this. We were looking for strawberries. He has this. But besides strawberries, he also sells you a whole bunch of different vegetables you can also pick up. And other farmer profiles, for example, if we click on another profile, let's say, for example, we click on this one here in Belle Chase. Once again, the same thing. We have our contact information. We even have a link to a Facebook page. And they will give you all of the information you need. Where can I buy those strawberries, for example, from? Well, they have a farm stand. They are also selling wholesale. You have all the information you need without that you now have to call them, hope that they pick up. And this allows several things. On the one side, people are now able to look for a product that they are currently not able to find in their grocery store. People are able to buy straight from a farm. There is no need to now go into, let's say, Walmart, Rouse's, or Winn-Dixie. You can go and meet with a farmer. You don't have to risk your health going into a larger establishment. And not only this, but if you want to use the same capability on your phone, they have a web-based app for this. So you cannot find it in the web store, but if you type in whatsinseasonapp.com, you come to this window here. And if you were now to click on start, you have two opportunities. Either I click on current location, and any modern cell phone that has a GPS function can then automatically decide where to go. I'm currently doing this over my laptop, so my laptop can't do this. So I will just, as an example, show my zip code. So if I type in my zip code, and then click search. Let me try that again. We can click go and then do the same thing. So for example, anything that's green is items that I can buy. And as you can see, that is quite a few. And then here there's some gray ones. So for example, if I wanted some local avocado, well, I'm out of luck. I unfortunately cannot get any here, but I can increase my search radius. So currently I'm looking within 10 miles of me. If I want to, I can also go ahead and increase this to, let's say, 25 miles. And once I do this, well, there we are. And then let's say I'm looking for blueberries this time. I click on blueberries and it will show me every farmer that is here on my map, but also if I wanted to as a list. And as you can see, it's not just farms, but we have a vegetable stand, we have the Red Stick Farmers Markets. And if I were to, for example, click on the Red Stick Farmers Market, it gives me their website, the contact address, where it happens, and the hours of operation. If I click on more information, it will take me to their website. Market Maker really allows people to use this tool and find all the products they're looking for, things that they weren't able to find before. Maybe even if you're looking for a specialty product that your local supermarket might not have already sold out of, not a problem. You can find it. And especially for farmers, we have added a whole bunch of different tools that make this website a little bit more friendly for the actual farmer that's busy. Of course, the farmer wants to spend time outside in the field. They have to make sure the rows look good. They have to work on a tractor. They don't have time to sit in front of a computer. But if you click on demographic tools, not only can we help you get in contact with people, we can help you actually plan for your next season. So for example, we can add different data layers. Let's say we want to grow a crop that is very, very sensitive when it comes to rain. Too much rain will immediately kill it. Well, let's have a look at precipitation. We can select certain years, and this is census-based, so the latest that's available is 2016, but let's have a look how much it rained in 2016. We apply this, and, well, here we are. We have our scale here on how much rain has fallen, and here this is the state. And as you can see, right around here in Baton Rouge, we had, especially here, yeah, a good bit of rain. And you can look at other years as well, and therefore then plan, is too much rain falling in my area? Does it make sense for me to, for example, grow this crop? Should I maybe grow something else? It allows you to plan for your season, and precipitation isn't the only thing you can do. For example, you can also go ahead and look at household income. If you are selling a product and you are now requiring a certain amount of, you have a certain price level that you would like to ask for because, well, farming isn't cheap. Well, you can have a look what the average household income around you is, and that will allow you to plan, once again, census-based. So you can look at this range here and then have a look if, does it make sense to, for example, travel to this location for a farmer's market, or should I just travel somewhere else? As you can see, we have quite a lot of people in this household income bracket, and that allows you to plan ahead for more than just your season. But where do I sell? What do I grow? Where should I go? And I'm quite excited that we have this tool. And the great thing about this tool is that it's free to use, just like Facebook. If you want to have it, you can register. And if you are, for example, a couple of my older farmers, they're a little bit challenged when it comes to computers. And that's okay. Computers have only been around a short amount of time compared to how long they have been working the field. Well, we have prepared videos. So if you go onto our website, which is lsuagcenter.com/Louisiana Farm to School, you come to this here. And if you then click on Producer Resources and then on Market Maker, you will find 3 videos. And those videos are step-by-step tutorials on how you can register if you are a buyer, how you can register if you are a producer, as well as how do I use my search function. And this is the interesting thing. Now, if you're a farmer, of course, it makes sense to be on Market Maker. But what we have done as well is we have not only included farmers, but we have also included potential buyers. So let's say you are a farmer. The current crisis has, turned everything upside down. Where can I go? Who can I sell to? Well, currently the schools are closed, but we have a lot of the local school districts on here. They are still providing meals. Even though school is not in session, they are still providing meals to a lot of students. So if you are interested in selling, but you have to find a buyer first, you can, for example, let's say I am a strawberry farmer and I would like to sell my fruits. Then I can look specifically for buyers of fruit and nuts. Once again, we click search. And well, here is my map. I can also view a list. And then if you look, we have, for example, Rouse's supermarkets here. And if we click on this, then we have the same thing. We have an email address. We have an actual street address. We have here all the information of fruits that they are looking for. And as you can see, it's quite an extensive list. Vegetables as well. And interesting is here, they are letting us know what I need to bring to the table. Do I need liability insurance? Yes, I do. I do need it. Do I need GAP certification? Well, it is certainly preferred, but it's not a mandatory thing. Can they pick up? Do I have to deliver? Those things are given here. What are the sourcing regions? And you are able to, as a farmer, use this tool to your advantage. Find your local next buyer. Here, for example, is the school district I talked about. Lafayette has a profile too. And what I've really appreciated about it is they have provided you a phone number that doesn't mean you have to call and then be passed on to the next person. And who knows if that number is currently working because, well, the school is not in session over the summer. No, this number works. This email address works. People are checking this information. And once again, they're doing the same thing. They're letting you know what products they're looking for. So for example, yeah, They are looking for blueberries. They are looking for strawberries. And they will also let you know what things you have to bring to the table. For example, do I need liability insurance? Yes, once again, you do. Do I need to be GAP certified? Well, it's certainly preferred. What are my volume needs? Well, they're negotiable. And I personally think this is something that any farmer in Louisiana should be a part of, because this not only allows us to know, well, how many farmers do we have, but it allows all of those buyers that are currently looking for local products to find it and to buy it. But then also it allows any farmers that are currently facing hardship because the local farmers market might not be open or not visited as much as typically because people are afraid, people are staying at home. Well, this is a way to find someone that could buy the product from you. And we are working very hard on making sure that you can maybe even do business transactions over Market Maker relatively soon. And how we are doing this is we have teamed up with another website, and I really quickly want to show this as well. It's called Food for All. And what they allow is they allow, especially for farmers markets, probably very interesting, to establish online markets. So a farmers market, for example, can sign up here and then go ahead and take orders from customers. We currently are not allowed to really be outside. We are supposed to shelter in place at home. Well, you do have curbside pickup. People could pre-order from their farmer what they would like to pick up at a drive-through farmers market, and this could all be handled online through this website. And we are currently working on making sure that we are combining this together with Market Maker. And once again, at no cost to the farmer. This is handled by us. You can use this tool for free. And I'm happy to take any questions that might have come up since then. I have to quickly exit out of my screen, if you don't mind. And I'm sorry, but I can't hear you.
Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah. We had a question from Crystal earlier. Is
Sure.
this marketed to allow our local farmers to know there's a way to contact the local consumer in their area? Like, is it marketed to the local farmers, the Market Maker program?
Yes, that's basically that's what I'm doing here right now. I'm wanting to make sure that more people find out about it, because yes, we have some larger scale farmers, but especially the smaller ones, they need to know about this too. They need to be on here as well, and they are just as interesting. If somebody says, well, I'm too small of a farmer, why would somebody care about my farm when they could buy from, let's say, another larger farm that has 50 acres of strawberries? If the price is right, the consumer is interested in your product too. And even if you grow strawberries, let's say on half an acre, you are a viable business. People are looking for you, but people can't buy your product if they don't know that you have it.
That is very true. So they can register. So you're saying that farmers and consumers can both register on the Market Maker website?
Yes.
Correct?
I would recommend any commercial buyers. So you saw we had, for example, Rouser supermarkets, or we had, the Lafayette Parish School System. Capital City is on there as well. If you are some commercial buyer, I would highly recommend it.
Okay.
But as you saw, look, I didn't log into the website in order to use it. I, as an average normal person, I can just use the website for free as it is there. If you wanted to, you could create a general account, and there is absolutely nothing that would hold you away from it. So if you just want to have an account in order to have one, that is absolutely fair. And that they actually have something that I forgot to show. Let me share this back, because this might be interesting to people. I will quickly jump back into my screen sharing. If you go onto Market Maker as well, and I hope it's here.
Hang on, it's coming on the screen in a minute.
There we are. Okay. Well, if I go back to Market Maker, they also have something called a buy and sell forum. And to me, that is similar to what I just showed you with Food for All. But what this buy and sell forum does is this. You can go onto the buy and sell forum and look for certain products. So like, for example, let's say you are a farmer that is looking to sell certain products. Well, then you can post into this section here, and there's currently 83 listings in here, for example. I have this, come and get it. Or let's say you are a consumer, you're looking to buy something. You can post it in here. I'm looking for, let's say, 3 pounds of strawberries. Does anybody have them? And then people can respond to this. And we're keeping this very active by letting posts expire. So once your post has been in there for a certain amount of time, we will, well, kill the post. In order, if you want to keep it, you can reactivate that post. But we make sure that posts eventually expire out, because eventually somebody might have found one or sold them. And this extends also to services and equipment. So for example, if you are someone that has something to offer besides an actual product, like for example, you can offer delivery services, or you can offer a combine that somebody else might use in order to harvest their field, you can post that in here as well. And to me, it is an all-around great tool. It's a resource that I would recommend more to use.
There we go. Unmute. Thank you so much. So I put the link to the Louisiana Market Maker in the comments, guys, so y'all can view it as you want. And, you know, encourage your local farmers, encourage wholesalers, consumers to sign up, because we're really great.
And I can always be contacted. If you have someone that has, for example, some difficulty, technical difficulty, my email is on that website. My telephone number, I believe, is as well. Email me. And if we can't figure it out, call me. We will sit down together and make it work. And I'm here to help. That's my purpose. That's why I work at the Ag Center. And if you need my help, come to me. We will figure it out. You have trouble because of COVID-19. Let's see what we can do.
Alessandro's got your backs, basically, guys. He's gonna make sure it works for you.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna drop his information at the end of this in the comments too, so y'all have that as well. And you know, I have, again, the Market Maker website is in the comments too, along with the Farm to School website. So everything's there. Thank you, Alessandro, so much for explaining it.
Thank you for letting me talk to more people about it, because more people need to know about it.
Oh yeah, we're excited. So, you know, thank you for adapting it so much to COVID too, so everyone can really, like, I don't know, just use it in a really great way right now, especially when they can't get out to a store right now. So anyways, thank you very much. And we're going to go to Johanna now, but we're going to bring you back at the end, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Thanks. All right. There we go. Johanna is coming on, guys. All right. Johanna's on.
Hello.
Hey. So we are talking about Louisiana Farm Fresh Directory with you. Now, this directory got a lot of likes and shares on our Facebook page when we posted it. Can you talk to us more about it?
Sure, and this is a great follow-up to Alessandro and Market Maker, because basically this, in my mind, is an extension, kind of a special edition for COVID. So in a response to a lot of our sellers and a lot of our markets, changing times, changing venues during this time, we wanted to kind of organize and collect that for consumers. And we also heard a lot from consumers that they wanted to try and avoid all these trips to the grocery store. Things were sold out. They couldn't get local produce. And we have all these amazing sellers throughout our state that are selling a wide array of products. So we just really wanted to connect them. And I think this is a great time for everyone to really start thinking more local and having more of a community building impact. So buying from a local farmer or a distributor or a market is a great way to really boost our community and get to know a farmer and eat super healthy and fresh food that's grown hopefully only a couple miles away. So that's awesome. So anyway, I can do a screen share and walk y'all through this, because I know there were a couple questions whenever you posted it. And I just want to kind of help everyone navigate how to find sellers in your area.
I'm going to let you have your thing and I'm going to go.
Great. So you can find the map, which I think they are going to throw the link in the chat box, but it's at the Louisiana Department of Ag and Forestry website. So they have a really awesome coronavirus info center, which we are housing the map there. So you'll see it in the LA Farm Food Map and Directory, about the third one down. When you click on that, this map and the directory itself will pop up. So the map kind of gives you an overview of all the farmers, the farmers markets, and distributors that have completed our form and wanted to be added to the directory. So I believe now we have about 150 different sellers and businesses listed, which is great. And this is all really current information, which was critical in this time period to really get the most recent updates from everyone and figure out who is still selling. So I'll come back to this map in a second, but if you scroll below it, this is the actual directory. So when you click on a pinpoint in the map, it'll just tell you the name of the farm or the seller. But to find more information, you're gonna go to the directory. And these colors are coded by region. So we have the Northwest, the Northeast, Central, the Southwest, and the Southeast. So that'll also help you kind of navigate. If you see that your area is definitely in purple, it's gonna be the Southwest. So you can scroll down and you can navigate by clicking on a region or by a parish. So us here at the LSU Ag Center, we are in the Southeast region. So you could click on that region and it'll jump you down in the directory and list it by parish. So you can scroll down and get a lot of information about all of these points on the map and these different sellers. So like I mentioned earlier, it's not just farmers. We also have farmers markets listed, which you'll see in East Baton Rouge here. We have the Red Stick Farmers Market. You can get all this information. You can see they are now doing a drive-through, which I know they're starting to switch up again. But you can see the 2 locations and times. You get a phone number, all of your contact information. And then I had all of the sellers and businesses who completed the form select categories of products which they sell. So instead of listing all of the fruits and vegetables or different things, because that changes super often, we just decided to group it by these more general categories of vegetables, fruit, meat, etc. So you can see that here. For these farms, almost all of them really encourage you to just contact them. A lot of them just have maybe a phone number and a Facebook page. Just reach out. A lot said that they just wanted you to DM them on their Facebook page to get more information. And if you click on any of these hyperlinks, it'll also bounce you out to the website, email, etc. And I also wanted to really highlight that this is not just kind of fruit and vegetable farmers. This is going to be, as you can see here, in more of the southwestern part of the state, we have some really awesome seafood distributors. You can see here. We also have them select if they have any of their certifications, which is really important for us working with LDAF. They do an awesome job with the certification process. And you can see the seafood here. We also have, I believe on the directory, a really cool organic rice grower in the northeast part of the state. In the southeast, where we are here at the Ag Center, we have a ton of growers of fruit and vegetables. It's a powerhouse here, along with the southwest. Tons of options. Central area, I know that I added a bunch of really cool meat and ranchers doing some grass-fed beef, which is awesome. Lots of honey is also on the map. So yeah, I really encourage you to not just go to the Google map, but to also scroll down and get all this information, add them on Facebook, and really find a local farmer. And I can also show you about the map, which is a super cool thing, is you can actually click over here and view a larger map, which I've already have up in this tab here. So that will bring you up to a full screen, and you'll be able to see a little bit more information about who's all listed here and expand everyone out. And something that you can also do, I believe I think if you open this on your phone, which is what I did, you can share it to your phone as well. If you open it on your iPhone, and I think Android will probably work as well, it will actually pull it up on your Maps app. So you can actually just find it there and put directions in and go. So that's a super cool feature. And thank you to the Ag Center who helped kind of get all this out there. We're up to like 33,000 views, which is great. So that was kind of the overview that I wanted to give. I would encourage all the consumers to definitely contact these growers and businesses before showing up, since not all of them want an on-farm pickup. So just to double check on what products that they have. And then also for any farmers and markets and sellers who are selling directly to the consumers, we would love to add you to this. So you'll see at the top, we have a hyperlink here on form, and that'll open you out to a Google form where you can fill that out and we'll add you in. And we're continually updating this and adding info as the situation changes. So yeah, just a little overview for everybody.
That's huge though. Y'all are doing such a great job with that. And guys, I did put a link into the comments for the Farm Fresh Food map. You can find it, like Johanna said, on the LDAF website. And again, if you're a farmer and you want to fill out that form to join, it is on there as well. Yep. So you can fill out the form to be added to the list. But also, if you're a consumer, you can find a lot of different types of products. It's not just fruits and vegetables.
Yes.
So that's huge. And now I guess I'll bring you, Ed and Sydney, on to talk about Farm to School a little bit more, if y'all would like.
Yeah, and I can stay on as she comes on and start talking about a program that I am working on for when schools are back in session in the fall. We are planning to launch a Seeds to Success program where it's going to be a really awesome kind of a statewide effort for us. We are going to distribute a bunch of seed packets to schools throughout the state, and then we're also going to launch a website that's going to have tons of information out there from kind of the crop guide information on which varieties you should grow in the states and how to plant them and how to care for them, along with harvest information, recipes. And then we'll also have a section for teachers who are integrating this into their classroom with curriculum lessons. And then also parents are also encouraged to use it for any of their home gardens, and we'll have a bunch of resources on there as well to kind of connect communities around farming and get school gardens back and growing.
And where can all of that be found? Is it on the Farm to School website?
So we will launch a new website for it probably later in the summer. So we'll keep y'all updated, and that'll have all the information about that. And then we're going to start the distribution of seeds, hopefully in the fall. And then we're also going to supplement that with some classroom growing boxes. So it'll be super cool, and hopefully everyone will get excited about growing in the classroom and get to use all that information. So that's a cool program that is coming soon.
Yay! And I can't wait. I hope kids get back in the classroom as soon as they can.
Yes.
Yeah. So with our Farm to School program, we've always been wondering, like, how can we reach everybody? How can we get into the schools? How can we make it more interactive and give them things? So with the Seeds to Success, we'll literally be contacting every school in the state from 4th through 12th grade. I don't want to say wrong, maybe 4th through 8th grade. But we'll be sending out seed packets to these schools to really get that one-on-one contact with them and get some feedback. But our main headliner of our program is the Harvest of the Month program, where we try to get people to have local food in the cafeteria or in the classroom once a month. So we have all kinds of resources for that, from just getting in the classroom with a taste test to having it in the cafeteria as part of the menu, or we have recipes we've developed for you to either make at home or make in the cafeteria. So I can walk you guys through some of those materials real quick that are available right now for you to use at home if you're trying to think of lessons to do, or for when you're ready to get back to school. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and hopefully it works as well as everybody else's.
Let's see. Here we go. I might have to take us down so you can see it better. So you might just have to go through it by yourself, Sydney, there. You got it?
All right. Just let me know if it's scrolling and everything.
It is. It looks good.
Okay, great. So same Louisiana Farm to School website that Alessandra brought you to earlier. That's lsuagcenter.com/Louisiana Farm to School. And if we go to our Harvest of the Month page, well, first off, on our announcements, you can see the same map that Johanna was just describing, as well as the link here to add your business to the map. Now, if we go to Harvest of the Month, you can learn a little bit more about that program, how it got started as a pilot in 2015, but most importantly are our resources to help you implement it at home or at school. So if we scroll down to materials and resources, it's going to take me to another link that is really easy to go through and see what we have for K through 12. So first off, we're most well known for our posters that we have that are, hopefully this loads well. I'm going to give that a second because I want you guys to be able to see it. But we're still creating new posters throughout the year that focus on our local produce. Oh my gosh, of course my internet would slow down right now. Okay. We have a Harvest of the Month toolkit that will walk you through the procurement process from several different perspectives. So as a buyer for school, you can go through and figure out how to have that conversation with a farmer, how to get started, what kind of things are you looking for? Because if you haven't tried to buy from a farm before, it's actually like a whole new language that you need to learn how to speak. You know, what kind of certifications are you looking for? How much product do you need? Might be something that you're more familiar with. We also have a compendium of lessons and activities, and this is where we have one of our graduate students has gone through and looked for lessons to revolve around all of the different Harvest of the Month products that we emphasize in our program. And it's separated by different grade levels, and it meets Louisiana science standards and others. Now, if you scroll down, this is really cool, in my opinion. You can click on whichever crop you want. Alessandra was talking a lot about strawberries earlier, so let's click on that one. And you'll see that we actually have a coloring page we have for each of our crops. We have the poster that was shown above. We have a social media image for you to use. We have a menu template for you to use in your cafeteria. We have a logo you can use in any type of things you get together in your classroom, and a newsletter to send out to parents. So these are the kind of materials that you can find on our website all the time, but great to use during school. But if you're at home right now, especially with little ones, and you're looking for things for them to do, you want to do a local activity, engage in your own Harvest of the Month. I hope this loads quickly. You could print out your own coloring sheet to do at home, have your kid color it, go get some strawberries from your local farmer's market or locally procured at your grocery store, whichever you choose. Have a little activity where you talk about it. How does the strawberry grow? What does it look like? Did you know that it's in the rose family? And really bring it home. So those are the materials we have available for Harvest of the Month. And there's a lot more to be found on our website as far as what all does Farm to School entail? How can I get started? What is my role in here? And we also have a What's in Season guide, which is similar to what Alessandro showed on the website earlier. This is a printable PDF that shows you by month what kind of products are available. And it's also uniquely separated into the same categories that our child nutrition directors have to go with, of dark green vegetables, red orange vegetables, starchy, and beans and peas legumes. So it's separated in this way to make it even easier for our child nutrition directors to find what's available. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. Hopefully this goes well. Okay. All right.
I'm back now. Unmute. I'm learning about this mute button, y'all.
We'll get you. That's what we're all learning with our constant video calls.
I know, right? Oh my gosh, COVID. But I want to switch topics with Sydney, because Sydney's doing also a practical farm certifications conference that's coming up very soon in May. When is it coming up?
Next Monday. So we will air a new video every day, Monday, May 18th through Thursday, May 21st.
And what is this in partnership with? It's the Sustainable Agricultural Research and Education Program?
Yeah, so I have the benefit of being on two different programs at once. So I am half-time on Louisiana Farm to School, where my main role is actually planning the Farm to School conference. But the other half of my time is spent with Louisiana SARE, which is Sustainable Ag Research and Education, where I help organize trips to sustainable ag conferences, and I put on about 2 trainings each year, bringing in speakers to help educate our extension and mentor farmers. It's a train the trainer program. So we're looking to train people who will then go on to train more farmers. But being that we're all at home right now, and it's easier to put things on the internet, I'm able to make videos that go out to everybody instead of focusing on that smaller group. So something that
So
got
this-
mentioned a few times today that Alessandra was looking at on Market Maker and that Johanna showed on the list was the different certifications that these farmers have.
Right.
So a big gap that we've discovered in our work is when somebody decides you need a certain certification and the steps you take to actually get started and do that. So for somebody who is starting to buy from farmers for a first time, especially for schools where you're really worried about food safety, you'll hear that you need to be GAP certified, which stands for Good Agricultural Practices. Now, the person asking for this certification might not really know what all it entails or how to get it, just that it's a certification that you need. So often that's just the end of the conversation. You need to be GAP certified. Okay.
What does that mean?
Exactly. So what we're doing with this training is explaining, first off, what does that mean? Who do I ask about it? How much does it cost? How long does it last? And then we're also having some farmers give their own perspective who are certified to say, this is how long it took me. This is how it affected my business. Here's who I would recommend it to, and kind of giving their own, personal point of view on it. So we're covering several different food safety certifications, as well as several branding, including the LDAF brandings of Louisiana Grown, Certified Louisiana. We're also covering organic and growing. And then really exciting, we're doing the marketing perspective. So we're having some buyers come on to talk about why they require or prefer certain certifications or why they don't, to help farmers and other prospective growers get an idea as to, well, which certifications are practical for me? That's what we're looking to achieve with this. If I want to go into this market, what do I absolutely have to have? Or if I want to sell to these people, what's a good idea, but it's not really required? What's worth my time and worth my investment? So yeah.
So there's a lot of different certifications, correct?
Yeah, I didn't count all of them, but it's more than 10, I think.
Okay, yeah. So this conference will really help people to understand what they truly need, and so it's open to everyone this year since it's online. Is that correct? Or
yeah, we will air the videos on Facebook Watch Party, and we'll do that probably through our Louisiana SARE Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Louisiana SARE. That's SARE. And we will work with the LSU Ag Center page and get those videos posted on YouTube as well as our SARE website. But yeah, this is really going to help with our farm to school community as well, who are looking to procure local. We're having all local growers and all local representatives from our organizations here and a few national representatives from like certified naturally grown. It's really exciting. So we've gotten really good feedback so far on, oh, I'm so excited you guys are doing this. And I can't wait to watch the videos because I didn't realize how much I didn't know about those certifications. So
right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited that you are going to have it in a virtual format. I think more people will even watch and be interested and learn for the future too.
I think so too. We're also making a physical compendium to go along with it. So first it'll be digital. We're going to have a PDF that has all of this information, like the real nuts and bolts. Like you want to get USDA certified organic. What do you do? What site do you go to? Who do you ask? How much does it cost? All those same questions. We'll have that because our extension workers aren't going to walk up to a farmer and then pull out a video on their phone. Like, here's what you do. No, they want to give them a piece of paper and say like, okay, this is where you go. This is where the information is. And they want to be able to walk them through that. So that'll be a publication that we develop from this training. And yeah, it's really exciting because usually I would have, 30, 40 people at this training in person. It would happen one time and then it would be over. Right. And if you missed it, you missed it. Now I can put this online and everybody that wants to can watch it at their own pace. You can actually speed it up if you want to, or you can rewatch parts of it and you can watch it over, however long. So yeah, I think that it's actually kind of better to do this online. It's exciting.
I'm excited. Can you talk about your surprise guest or no?
I guess. I mean,
I just thought it was cool. I was like, I don't want to mention it if it's not,
Well, now I have two. So yeah, we've actually got, it's really exciting. We've got some support from Commissioner Mike Strain, as well as Dr. Bill Richardson at the Ag Center. They heard about these videos and they wanted to be part of it. So we'll be having like a really nice promo video to help advertise ahead of time. Just the effect that these certifications can have on our local food system, what markets are more available and how can you be a a better business person right now, just
Y'all are
regarding
doing
these
some great things to like really support, the local farmers and like build the community and local food systems. And I'm excited that, I just put the Louisiana Sarah page, Facebook page into the comments too. So then that way, guys, you can watch these, the videos next week when Sydney debuts them all. And it's going to be throughout the week, correct?
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I'm sure you'll be sharing it, the link
Oh,
for
yeah.
the watch party.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. So thank you for that. And I'm just going to get everybody back on to kind of just end it and talk about everything that we just went over because that was great.
Yeah. So like, even though it was the two different programs I talked about, you can see the overlap of how they're both really helping each other. So it's great to have the entire Louisiana Farm to School team be behind me to support me on the practical farm certifications training.
Oh, definitely. I agree. But thanks. Anything y'all want to add, Alessandro, Johanna? Oh. Alessandro, you're muted.
I think anything I needed to say has been said. I think we have been very informative.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, sir.
And I can just end with a call to action for everyone listening or watching later that we are all here to help farmers in schools. So if there's anything else that you guys could use our help with during this time, just shoot us an email. I think that we're going to have all three of our contact info listed. So shoot us an email or you can also message us on Louisiana Farm to School program page on Facebook. And we just hope that our resources and different projects are actually helping you, and we'd love to hear about it. So just reach out with anything.
Definitely. And I'm going to go ahead and hide everyone from the screen to put up y'all's contact info at the end here. So thank y'all for joining and really talking about what you're doing for the state. Like, it's incredible. You know, we have people reaching out from other states asking, how come we don't have this in our state? So it's just huge. It's a big deal. And I was excited to have y'all. And, again, check out the Ag Center's Facebook page too, because we're going to be pushing out everything Farm to School does and things like that. So thank y'all again. And everybody, we're doing another live at 5 this Thursday. Got to promote. We're having Feral Hog Management Day with Dr. Glenn Gentry from Ottawa Research Station. So y'all tune in for that one. And I will go ahead and sign off and put this in the stream for everyone to have the contact info. So thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bam. There it is, y'all. So y'all take care, stay safe, and write down their contact info. Get in contact with them.